on the concrete like a hammer on a nail. I am breaking the perimeter, I am jumping the veil. Every shadow in the alley is a ghost of a doubt, but I am turning up the volume just to drown them all out. They were counting on the silence, they were waiting for the end, but I am redefining gravity around every bend. Got the thunder in my pocket and the lightning in my palm. I am the hurricane rising from the savior of the calm. Keep the pace, keep the pressure, keep the focus on the prize. I can see the whole horizon through the fire in my eyes. It is a sprint, it is a battle in the riot in the veins. I am cutting through the static, I am stepping on the chains. Heavy breathing in the lungs, but the heart is made of steel. Every victory is earned, every sacrifice is real. I am moving at the speed of a bullet through the dark, igniting every second with a monumental spark. Stand tall in the furnace, let the fever turn to gold. I am writing down a story that has never been told. Push back against the limit till the ceiling starts to crack. I am heading for the summit, I am never looking back. Live life like the suffering is out of wealthy dawn, because the night is just a witness to the power of the dawn. Pain is not the finish line, it is not the final word. I am screaming at the universe until the truth is heard. Adrenaline is pumping like a piston in the chest. I am putting every single bit of fever to the test. No time for the hesitation, no room for the fear. The vision in the distance is becoming crystal clear. I am a giant among shadows, I am a king without a crown. I am building up a fortress while they try to tear it down. Faster than the memory of who I used to be. I am a tidal wave crashing on a desperate sea. Feet flying off the pavement, leaving scorched dust behind. I am the master of the motion and the captain of the mind. Grab a moment by the throat, never let the grip slip. I am steady at the helm of a heavy metal ship. It is epic, it is massive, it is purely divine. I am drawing out the map and I am crossing every line. Watch the world start to tremble, watch the sky start to glow. I am the only destination that the wind needs to know. The struggle is a ladder that I climb to reach the stars. I am wearing every struggle like a collection of scars. Forget the expiration date, forget the bitter taste. Not a single drop of energy is ever gonna waste. The finish line is venom, it is moving as I run. I am chasing down the orbit of a never setting sun. The struggle is a fuel and the fuel is a flame. By the time the smoke clears, they move, remember the name. All in this furnace, let the mirror turn to gold. I am writing down a story that has never been told. Push back against the limit till the ceiling starts to crack. I am heading for the summit and I'm never looking back. Live life like the suffering is out of birthing point, because the night is just a witness to the power of the bomb. Pay is not the finish line if it's not the final word. Like it's screaming at the universe until the truth is heard.
Face the wall, eyes on the flame. Built the fire, forgotten the name. Running through shadows, no time for the break. Taking the throne for the family's sake. Heavy the crown, but I carry the weight. I am the master, the king of my fate. Pushing the limit, I burst through the ceiling. Hunger for victory, more than a feeling. Adrenaline pumping, I rise from the floor. Breaking the hinges and kicking the door. No one can stop me, I'm ready for war. Give me the battle, I'm asking for more. Muscles are aching, the blood is on fire. Climbing the mountain, I'm reaching the higher. Never surrender, I never will tire. Burning the down on the funeral pyre. Velocity hitting the red on the meter. Stronger and faster and bolder and sweeter. King of the jungle, the apex, the leader. Feeding the soul, I'm the ultimate feeder. Look at the skyline, it's covered in gray. Nothing can stand in the path of my way. Taking a moment and seizing the day. Ready for action and ready to play. Hard as a hammer, it beats in my chest. Putting the spirit and mind to the test. Better than all of the world and the rest. Putting the ghost of the veins to rest. Lungs are expanding, I'm breathing the heat. Crushing the country beneath my feet. Victory tastes like a bitter and sweet. Never admit to a single defeat. After the darkness, the morning will rise. Look at the lightning inside of my eyes. Power is surging, I'm breaking the ties. Touching the sun and the limited skies. Walk through the midnight and out of the cold. Story of heroes is waiting for gold. Courage is silver and bravery bold. Greatest of sagas that ever was told. Iron and bone, walking this valley of giants alone. Building an empire and carving the stone. Speaking in thunder and shaking the zone. Sweat on my forehead is dripping like rain. Turning the struggle and full from the pain. Nothing to lose and the planet to gain. Breaking the link of the heaviest chain. Sharp like a razor and swift like a blade. History books where the legends are made. I will not vanish and I will not fade. Death to the future of this bodily pain. Into this forward, I'm shifting the gear. Killing the silence and killing the fear. Message is loud and the message is clear. Glorious coming and glory is here. After the darkness, the morning will rise. Look at the lightning inside of my eyes. Power is surging, I'm breaking the ties. Touching the sun and the limit of sky. Walk through the midnight and out of the cold. Story of heroes is we for gold. Courage is silver and bravery bold. Greatest of sagas that ever was told.
Ignite the engine within the marrow of your skeleton. Locked in a marathon running against the rebellion. They wanna bury the legacy under the heavy sediment, but I am the evidence of a divine temperament. Breaking the velocity barrier until the friction burns. Waiting for the victory that every single scar earns. No retreat in the bloodline, no surrender in the lungs. Speaking the language of fire in 1,000 different tongues. Adrenaline is the currency, I am spending it all. Building a fortress of iron so I never can fall. Look at the clock, but the seconds are frozen in fear. The moment of impact is drawing incredibly near. Velocity rising, I am shifting the gears into overdrive. Only the strongest of spirits are destined to stay alive. The weight of the world is a pebble inside of my palm. Finding the center of power inside of the storm and calm. Yeah, I am a titan of industry, carving a path in the stone. Seizing the kingdom and sitting alone on the golden throne. The pressure is making the diamond out of the charcoal dust. Moving with iron precision because in the steel I trust.
No room for the hesitation or the shadows of doubt. This is a riot that everyone is talking about. I am the lightning that strikes in the middle of day.
Watch as the obstacles crumble and vanish away.
Don't you dare give up, now the ink is still wet on the page. You are the lion that finally broke out the iron cage. The story is screaming for glory across the horizon line. This is the hour, the moment, the second for you to shine. The chapters are open, the pen is pressed tight in your hand. Call out your name in the bedrock across the entire land. Unfinished and hungry, a fire is starting to spread. Live out the destiny instead of the dreams in your head.
Pulse at 1,000 a minute, like you're moving like light. Peace in the middle of the dark in the middle of night. They said it was over, they said that the end was in sight. But they didn't factor the power and depth of my might. I am a hurricane rapping a cynical steel. Turning the windows till every emotion is real. The bone of the crowd is a symphony hitting the brain. Washing away every ounce of the struggle and pain. Every heartbeat is a drum in a troubled wave. I am the edge of the sharpest and deadliest blade. Climb through silence with thunder and vocal assault. The energy rises and never will come to a halt.
The ink is flowing like blood through your veins of the earth, proving exactly what every endeavor was worth. But climax is building, the tension is starting to peak. Strength is the only vernacular that I can speak. Look at the cameras and see that the covers the ball. The greatest of legends are waiting to finally will start. Don't you dare give up, now the ink is still wet on the page. You are the lion that finally broke out the iron cage. The story is screaming for glory across the horizon line. This is the hour, the moment, the second for you to shine. The chapters are holding the pen is pushed right in your hand. Guard out your naked, look that walk across the entire land. Unfinished and hungry, the fear you is starting to spread. Live out the destiny instead of the dreams in your head. Don't you dare give up, now the ink is still wet on the page. You are the lion that finally broke out the iron cage. Your story is screaming for glory across the horizon line. This is the end, for the moment, the second for you to shine. The chapters are hoping, the pen is crushed tight in your hand. Call out your lady, look that walk across the entire land. Unfinished and hungry, the fire is starting to spread. Live out the destiny instead of the dream in your head.
the flame within the soul. One step forward takes the crown and keeps the control. Push the limit, leave the shadows burning in the wake. Power in the motion, every single breath we take. Heartbeat like a hammer striking on the iron blade. Rise above the static, rewrite every line of fate. Never looking back, the fire in the veins is gold. One step forward, better than 1,000 stories told.
Clock is ticking, but the rhythm is a weapon in the palm. Adrenaline is surging through the storm into the calm. No room for the doubt or the heavy weight of the past. I am moving with the lightning and I'm built to last. See the finish line blurring in the speed of the flight. I'm a titan in the darkness, bringing forth the light. Every muscle straining, reaching for the peak of the height. I'm the king of the mountain in the heat of the fight. They can talk about the struggle, they can talk about the pain, but I'm watching all the weakness in the pouring rain. I don't need a map, I'm the one who paves the track. With the power of 1,000 lions leading the attack.
Push the limit, leave the shadows burning in the wake. Power in the motion, every single breath we take. Heartbeat like a hammer striking on the iron blade. Rise above the static, rewrite every line of fate. Never looking back, the fire in the veins is gold. One step forward, better than 1,000 stories told.
Focus on the movement, disregard the noise in the air. I am breathing in the victory. Why they stop and stare? Not a second wasted, not a moment left to decay. I'm the master of the journey, grinding every day. Feel the friction of the asphalt, hear the roar of the crowd. I am shouting at the heavens, screaming long and loud. No surrender in the blood, no retreat in the mind. Leaving all the hesitation and the fear far behind. If you think about the exit, then you've already lost. I am paying for the glory, no matter what the cost. Step across the portal where the legends are born. Standing in the glory of the break of dawn.
Push the limit, leave the shadows burning in the way. Power in the motion, every single breath we take. Heartbeat like a hammer striking on the iron plate. Rise above the stack, rewrite every line of say. Never looking back, the fire in the veins is gold. One step forward, better than 1,000 stories told.
With a thunder in the chest, I can feel the static rising, putting every nerve to test. They expected me to crumble when the pressure hit the floor, but I find my inner footing as I walk into the war. Not a shadow of a doubt within the furnace of the soul. Every heartbeat is a hammer, keeping me in full control. When the atmosphere is heavy and the light begins to fade, I am standing in the center of the havoc that was made. Grab the lightning by the cables, let it circulate the blood. I am staying on my helmet while they struggle in the mud. Every obstacle is fuel, every burden is a spark. I can see the destination through the middle of the dark. Velocity is searching through the marrow of the bone. I am building up an empire on a mountainous throne. If you think that you can stop the motion of a hurricane, then you never felt the power of the fire in the vein. It is raw, it is heavy, it is ripping through the cage. Writing every single chapter on a monumental page. Not a whisper of the weakness, not a moment to relent. This is total liberation, this is why the gun was sent. To refine the heavy metal, to define the inner core. I am louder than the crashing of the ocean on the shore. Let the chaos be the teacher, let the struggle be the key. I am unlocking the giant that was hidden inside me. The tempest in the air to break the spirit or the mind. It came to sweep the wreckage and the dust we left behind. It is the energy, the motion, and the epic surge of mine. Turning every single struggle into pure volcanic light. The heavy storm is coming with a mission to destroy. There's the weapon of the heavens that the champions employ. To manifest the greatness and is to live by the mill. While the rest of them are shaking, we are standing very still. am clearing out the visions that was stuck inside my head. No more waiting for the seasons, no more praying for the calm. I have got the detonator in the middle of my palm. If the sky is turning purple and the clouds are turning black, it is just a signal fire for a massive counterattack. Every ounce of the emotion is a catalyst for speed. I am planting every victory like it was a golden seed. Watch the way the rhythm surges, watch the way the pulse reacts. I am moving with the gravity and monumental packs. I'm the architect of thunder, I'm the master of the strike. There is nothing in the galaxy that feels or looks alike. Push the limit to the ceiling, break the glass and hit the sky. I don't need a pair of wings to prove that I was born to fly. It is just the friction of the struggle that creates the diamond glow. I am going twice as fast as all the demons down below. Can you hear the heavy engine? Can you feel the metal grind? I am leaving every single hesitation far behind. It is time to face the monster, it is time to face the cold. This is how the legendary stories are forever told. Not by playing it so safe or by hiding from the rave, but by standing in the middle and absorbing all the pain until the pain becomes the power and the power becomes the crown. I am rising even higher while the wind is coming down. The tempest isn't here to break, but spill it over mine. It came to sweep electric and the dust we left behind. This is the labyrinth of emotions and the epic surge of mine. Turning every single struggle into pure volcanic mind. Now heaven's door is covered with a mission to destroy. Yes, so open up the heavens up a champion the Lord. So knit up us the greatness and your solid final hill. While the last of them are sinking, we are standing very still. The tempest isn't here to break, but still read all the mind. Haters we directed and the dust we left behind. Is it the energy, the motion, and the epic surge of mine? Turning every single struggle into volcanic light. God's always got out with our mission to adore. Yes, I'm represent by heavens up in champions of wood. To meet up as the greatness and the solid by the will. While the rest of them are shaking, we are standing very still.
Ignition in the marrow, feel the kinetic surge. Every fiber of my being at the competitive verge. Oxygen is thin, but the ambition is thick. Moving like a phantom through the grid real quick. Pressure builds up in the cavity of the chest. Never settle for the average, never take a rest. Adrenaline is flooding through the system like a tide. Locked inside the cockpit for a supersonic ride. They expected a collapse, they expected a stall, but the structure's reinforced and never ever fall. Velocity increases till the vision gets blurred. The roar of the engine is the only thing heard. From the ashes of the silence to the pinnacle of sound, I am lifting off the surface, I am never hitting ground. Calculating every move with the surgical precision. Focused on the victory with an undivided vision. Even when the core is fractured and the spirit is torn, a relentless motivation is beginning to be born. The internal mechanism keeps a steady pace. Through the side, through the shadow, through the empty space. Even when the core is fractured and the spirit is torn, a relentless motivation is beginning to be born. Pulse keeps driving like a hammer on the steel. This is authentic, this is absolute. Ascending to the frequency of the inner machine. Cutting through the static where the air is clean. The damage is a catalyst for the thermal blast. Breaking every shackle from the burdens of the past. I am not a casualty, I am not a ghost. Standing at the perimeter, standing at the post. My endurance is a weapon and the strategy is grim. Stay in the flow while the rest of them swim. In the wreckage of the sentiment, I found a new gear. The eradication of the doubt and the funeral of fear. Faster than the lightning striking down on the wire. I am fueled by this friction, I am forged in the fire. If the rhythm stops ticking, then the universe ends. But the drive is eternal and the motion extends. Past the point of no return, past the limit of the vein. There is power in the struggle, there is glory in the pain. No cessation of the motion, no surrender to the night. Just a last of generation of the raw internal light. Every fracture is a doorway, every scar is a key to unlock the final version of the man I need to be. Even when the core is fractured and the spirit is flawed, I'm relentless motivating this
Inflation, evasion, the pressure is rising. Look at the rising, no time for disguise. And every single muscle is pumped for the action. I'm gaining the traction, I crave the reaction. Through the ceiling, the thunder is calling. I stand in the wreckage while kingdoms are falling. No map in my pocket, no light in the distance. I shatter the silence with heavy resistance. Falls like a hammer and beats in the dark. Forging the flame from a flickering spark. Gravity pulling, but I am ascending. The power is raw, no will is unending. Cut through the static, the noise and the chatter. Nothing but victory really can matter. Feet on the gravel, I'm carving the path. Ready to handle the storm and the wrath.
Fog is a wall, but I'm breaking the bricks. Master emotion, I'm playing the tricks. Heart is a furnace that burns for the gold. Writing a story that's yet to be told. To live is to march when the road isn't there. Pulling the oxygen out of the air. Blind in the valley but reaching the peak. Stronger than anything voices can speak. To live is to march when the vision is black. Taking the throne and I'll never back. Epic and heavy, the spirit is free. Creating the world that I wanted to see.
Velocity hitting the limit of sound. Building a legacy up in the ground. Blood on the knuckles, my fire in the vision. Cutting the depth with a surgery precision. Eyes on the summit, I'm locked on the target. Everything earning is not in the pocket. Try as a mountain, I'm losing the night. Feeling the hunger, refueling the fire.
Fog is a wall, but I'm breaking the bricks. Master emotion, I'm playing the tricks. Heart is a furnace that burns for the gold. Writing a story that's yet to be told. To live is to march when the road isn't there. Pulling the oxygen out of the air. Blind in the valley but reaching the peak. Stronger than anything voices can speak. To live is to march when the vision is back. Taking the throne and I'm ever back. Epic and heavy, the spirit is free. Creating the world that I wanted to see. To live is to march when the road isn't there. Pulling the oxygen out of the air. Blind in the valley but reaching the fleet. Stronger than anything voices can speak. To live is to march when the vision is back. Taking the throne and I'm never back. Epic and heavy, the spirit is free. Creating the world that I wanted to see.
From the ashes with iron in your veins, every shackle and shatter the chains. Power is surging like thunder in night. One step beyond for the ultimate fight. Adrenaline pumping through marrow and bone, claiming the kingdom and taking the throne. Fueling the fire with every breath, defying the shadow and cheating the death.
Yeah. Ignite the engine and witness the motion. The tidal wave crashing across the ocean. Velocity rising, I'm breaking the ceiling. The pressure is heavy, but healing the feeling. Look at the edge where the gravity fails. I'm catching the storm in my titanium sails. Forget all the limits, forget all the fear. The moment the peak evolution is here. My pulse is a drumbeat that never will slow. I harvest the lightning and let the sparks go. I'm focused on glory, I'm chasing the sun. The battle is finished before it's begun. No stopping the fury, no cutting the wire. I'm walking through blizzards and breathing the fire. The pinnacle waits for the bold and the brave. I'm carving my name on the crest of the wave.
Rise from the ashes with iron in your veins, every shackle and shatter the chains. Power is surging like thunder ignite. One step beyond for the ultimate fight. Adrenaline pumping from marrow and bone, claiming the kingdom and taking the throne. Fueling the fire with every breath, defying the shadow and cheating the death.
Yeah. Adversity hitting, but I'm hitting back. A streak of white light on the canvas of black. Precision is stamina fused in the core. I'm knocking down walls and I'm breaking the door. The clock is a witness, a second for gold. The story of triumph that's yet to be told. I sharpen my spirit, I tip on my soul. Complete domination, the only true goal. From right on the summit in one single leap. The promise is made, the promise is keep. I'm faster than vision, I'm stronger than steel. The force of the universe turning the wheel. No run for the weak and no time for the doubt. I'm screaming the anthem and letting it out. The edge of the cliff is the start of the sky. I'm learning the spell when they told me to fly.
Ashes with iron in your veins, every shackle and shatter the chains. Power is surging like thunder in night. One step beyond for the ultimate fight. Adrenaline pumping through marrow and bone, blaming the kingdom and taking the throne. Fueling the fire with every breath, defying the shadow and cheating the death. Ah.